and it's only found in Kenya. It has a relative, which is the lowland bongo, but not the mountain bongo. So the mountain bongo is critically endangered, mainly to destruction of habitat, poaching in the old days, sports hunting. But today it's mainly encroachment on its habitat, destruction of forest habitat, and therefore the bongo goes higher and higher and is more and more splitted within the country into those 4 main areas where we have them with no interconnection. So that's what's make it unique. And so far it is only known in Kenya. All the bongos that we find elsewhere in the world, being in Europe or in the US or further down, are all originated from Kenya. They've been captured on Mount Kenya, they've been captured on Aberdare and sent to abroad to zoo facilities and so on, where they've been reproducing, yes, but they have no natural predators. They have no diseases that we have here. So this is why it's very difficult to bring back bongo from abroad, is because when they come here they are very innocent to all the normal diseases that all of us are here. We are basically immune because we've been living here for a long time. So the bongo that are coming back from zoo, where the veterinary and husbandry is very different, it is a very sanitized environment. When they come back here, they need a very long time to be able to acclimatate, and it takes several generations. And that's why in 2004, when we brought back the bongo, it has taken such a long time to come to where we are today. And having a healthy bongo population, in the last 5 years, we had more than 70 births. So our population is healthy and is the future for Kenya to be able to release some animal in the wild as it is defined in the national. So currently we have 50 bongos here at our facility on the top of whatever is in the wild. And as I said, since 5 years we have over 70 births. This year we have had already 12 births. We have another 12 females being pregnant. So it means that our herd are productive, and we will increase the number to the 100 that we're targeting. And today the sanctuary is really a milestone, because our bongo are not farmed. Our bongo are living already in an environment where they recognize their browse, they recognize a number of items. And where we're going to start to release them in our sanctuary here, under a bit more controlled environment, they will get far more browse. And as our patron said, our target is to be able to get bongos after the rewilding process, which will take roughly 2 years and 1 or 2 generations. After that rewilding process, we'll get bongo that are ready to be released in their natural habitat to support the critically endangered population that we have today on Mount Kenya, being Ragati, with just 1 female being seen, on trap cameras in Eburu, just being 6 individuals being seen. The only herd that is quite healthy today is the herd in the Aberdare. But all the other areas, the herd are very, very strained, and we have very few bongos. So it is urgent for us to be able to rewild them through the sanctuary that we've got approved and where we've put the first post. It is so critical for the survival of the bongo.
How many acres of land have you received, and why is it important?
So we receive.
Why is it important to take them off the zoos into their natural habitat?
So we're not taking off the zoos. We're not a zoo here. We're already a facility where we have wild bongo, but not wild to the point of being able to release. Our animals are fed at 80 or 90% with lucerne, some specific cubes that are made by Unga, some mineral salts and other things. We cannot transit a bongo that is in a more, I would say, managed setup to just releasing in the wild. All the effort of bringing those bongos up that we've done for the last 15 years will be absolutely wasted, because you cannot release an animal that you feed here, you release it directly in the wild and you say there's no more feed for you. So the sanctuary is key, because it will allow us to move from those 80% of commercial food, lucerne and cubes, to hopefully 10-20% only, because it will find enough browse here in the natural forest, which is its indigenous habitat. So that's why it's so crucial for us to have that sanctuary. And we will, and we've demonstrated over the years, we will be able to provide Kenya within the next 2 years, 3 years maximum, with the first individuals for releasing in the wild. And that will be done through the National Bongo Task Force, which has KWS, KFS, all the stakeholders will then decide where is the best site, where is the safest site, and where is it most needed.
Anything else you want to add? The size of land?
Sorry?
The size of land that has
The size of land, we've got 800 acres that has been done in partnership with KFS, and we're now starting the fencing, which is over 10 kilometers perimeter, and it has a fantastic browse. Assessment has been done by the scientists of KWS to make sure that we have enough natural browse to be able to do that rewilding process. So there's lots of steps that have been coming in between the time where we receive the approval and the partnership with KFS to the time where we come to put our post. If we look at it, that's over a 2 years period of hard work from scientists from KFS, scientists from KWS to identify the browse, the trees, and then finding the right path for that fence. Because if we are conservationists, we cannot say we just put a fence and cut every trees. So it has to be done in a way where we try to avoid the trees and maneuver around so that we protect our environment. It is really a very shy animal that walk away from any human habitation and habitats. So very, very shy. It lives at high altitude. But the most important thing about our mountain bongo is that if we don't conserve the mountain bongo and its habitat, then every single Kenyan will suffer. Why? Because the habitat of the mountain bongo is the water towers of Kenya, being Aberdares, being Eburu, being Mount Kenya. So if we don't, as all of us, conserve the bongo and be aware, talk to our children and everybody, that it is important to conserve that species because it lives in the forest and the forests are water towers. If we don't do that, we are harming ourselves. So every single Kenyan, from the young one in the schools to the elderly, needs to understand that protecting the mountain bongo is directly protecting your water when you open your tap. That's why it's such a key species.